Okay, so patch notes. They dropped about an hour ago at the most random time, just as they always do every single week. And I just have to stay awake, just waiting for them to actually release the patch notes. Now, this is my second time recording this video because there were a lot of background noises that made the recording just really hard to hear. So this is going to be my second time recording this video, which is going to be actually good because I'm not going to be wasting as much time because now I know what's coming in the update. So the first thing that they're going to be adding is the clear ticket improvements, which they're just going to be giving us more ways to obtain clear tickets. I'm going to be reading the new methods that we'll be obtaining clear tickets from. So the purchase limit for clear tickets in the friendship shop will be changed to 2. Basically, you're going to be able to buy 6 total clear tickets from the friendship shop instead of 3. Players will receive 2 clear tickets after restoring stamina. So every time you refresh stamina with Ether, this is not going to be including the friendship and the arena medals refreshes. So only Ether, you're going to be getting 2 clear tickets every time you refresh stamina, which is pretty fucking good. New achievements for reaching user levels will be added, and clear tickets rewards will be obtained upon completing these achievements. So they're just going to be adding new user level achievements, and you're just going to be getting more clear tickets. If you're already level 50, you're just going to be getting a bunch of clear tickets for free. You're going to be getting the same rewards regardless if you're level 50 or if you're just going to be leveling up after the update. After clearing Guild Dungeon, players will have a chance to obtain clear tickets from the reward chest, which is good because the reward chest from the Guild Dungeon is actually pretty bad. After clearing dungeons that consume stamina, except for Skyward Tower, players will have a chance to obtain clear ticket. Every time you clear an adventure, a story stage, a gear stage, a weapon stage, a side story stage even, or an event dungeon. I'm assuming the event dungeon is referring to events like the gangster, the something and the gangster that is live right now. So this is really good. You're just gonna have a chance to get clear tickets whenever you actually play the game, which is always good to have, right? Some people actually, I've seen a lot of people ask for more clear tickets, and then other people were saying that if you get more clear tickets, you're just gonna be playing the game for a shorter period of time. And then my answer to that is, if I'm just gonna be doing the same thing every single day, just wasting my stamina on farming gear, farming side story, just give me enough clear tickets so that I can actually be done with the daily routine as fast as possible, so I can actually do the enjoyable part of the game, trying to optimize my gear, doing my guild stuff, even though it's not fun right now. But I'm pretty sure if once they add the gear priest, it's actually gonna be pretty fun once they decide to add it, which I'm not gonna spoil if they add it or not yet. I'm just gonna go over the update and then I'll talk about it at the end if I remember to. So the first thing they're gonna be adding, the second thing I mean, is going to be the new hero, Anvil Lee. When I read the previous patch notes, I actually did ask if this was going to be a 2-star hero, but then I realized after I finished the video that the Stella was not going to be a normal 3-star hero. She's going to be a limited, or she's going to be limited behind another method of obtaining. So they're going to be adding 2 3-star heroes, a normal one, which is this hero right here, and then Stella, which is going to be a limited one, I guess. I'm not sure how limited though, because I still don't know exactly how her banner works, which I will get into once I get to that part of the patch notes. So the new hero, Anvil Lee, is going to be an Earth Defender, subclass Phalanx. I never knew that existed before today, so good to know. She's going to be a Defender Earth element. S1 is going to be doing attacks an enemy has an 80% chance to increase the priority of all allies by 3%. Damage dealt increases proportional to the caster's defense. This is really good because if you put a counter set on her, and if she counters, she's going to be increases all the priority of your allies by 3% every time she does that. And her damage is also increasing proportional to the caster's defense. Now the way it's worded is actually the same as Veronica, so what this tells me is she's still going to be scaling better with attack than defense, because Veronica, even with Veronica's exclusive equipment, she still scales better with attack than with HP. So You're still going to be wanting some attack on her if you want her to actually do a lot of damage. And you're obviously going to be wanting defense on her as well, because she's a defender and she's going to have probably some defensive capabilities in her kit, which I will get into. So when you upgrade it, you get more damage, reduced weakness gauge, and then the last one's going to actually increase the chance to activate by 20%. So you're just going to be guaranteeing 3% priority every time you counter attack with her, or every time you do the S1 with her. S2 is going to be increasing all allies defense for 2 turns, which is not a lot, but then when you upgrade it, it actually adds a counter attack buff. I'm assuming it's a buff for the caster, for the unit herself. I'm not sure what the percentages are on the counter attack. I'm not sure if it's guaranteed. That might be pretty good if it is guaranteed. I'm gonna assume that it is not guaranteed though. So you're gonna be buffing yourself for 2 turns, and then the rest of the levels are just gonna be reducing the cooldown by 1 turn. So it's gonna be a 3 turn cooldown ability, and it's also gonna be the burst skill as well. So level 1 increases the caster's health by 15%. Now I don't think this is gonna be permanent, right? It's gonna be too good if it's permanent, and a lot of the times when they release the unit skills in the patch notes, they actually change it in the game release. A lot of the times there's a typo, there's something wrong. It's not exactly as it is in the game, so I'm not gonna be taking this one too seriously. I'm just gonna be waiting for her to actually release and see what her burst level 1 actually does in the game. So yeah, level 2 grants the highest attack ally counter attack for 2 turns. Now if this is guaranteed, this is gonna be pretty sick. Extends the caster's buffs by 1 turn, gains an extra turn. There's gonna be the level 3 burst, which is you're gonna have to wail to get it. So this is going to be for the S2 and her burst ability. Now her ultimate, her S3, attacks all enemies and has a 60% chance to inflict taunted on the target for 1 turn. Damage dealt increases proportional to the caster's defense. Again, you're probably going to be scaling better with attack. This is an assumption. It's not something that is guaranteed. This is just my assumption that you are still going to be doing more damage if you build her with attack. We're still going to be wanting to build her with a lot of defense, obviously, because she's a defender. She has defense up. She has taunt on all enemies, AoE taunt. So you still want her to be really tanky. But I'm just saying that having attack on units that scale with other stats is still not a bad thing. 60% chance to taunt for 1 turn, and scaling with defense. First level is going to be increases immunity duration by 1 turn. I'm assuming you just get an immunity buff on her, the caster, for 1 turn. Level 2 is going to be taunted chance plus 20%, so it's going to be 80%. Level 4 is just going to be reducing cooldown and more damage. Level 5 is actually the big one. Enhances taunted and ignores resilience. Now, assuming it's going to be enhancing the taunted chance, which it's going to make it 100%, and then it's going to ignore resilience. This is going to be the best case, that she has a 100% chance to taunt all enemies, as well as ignoring resilience, which is basically going to guarantee her taunting everyone. Unless she misses. She can miss. You still need accuracy. You still can miss, right? You're not guaranteed to hit everyone. Even with ignoring resilience, you're just removing 1 layer of RNG by removing resilience, which is still really good. It's still really good. So she has potential. She has really good potential to be really good in PvP. But I'm not going to say anything yet because her stats might suck. We never know. Her chain effect, her skill effect. After attacking, grants find weakness to all allies for 2 turns. She's going to be a chain finisher. Find weakness, I actually found out a while ago that it just makes you do more damage to enemies that are broken. Once you break the boss, you just do more damage to that boss, which is, it's not the craziest buff of all time. Dual attack effect has a 50% chance to heal the caster. The amount healed is proportional to the caster's defense. Pretty mid because you're not going to be dual attacking with anyone. Because all of the units right now that do dual attack, they're based off of the unit with the highest attack, so I don't think she's gonna be the unit with the highest attack on her team. At least I doubt she will. I could be wrong. I could always be wrong. And the other unit is going to be Siren. Now I'm not surprised. It was either gonna be Siren or Alice. Alice made more sense because they just buffed her, but it's Siren, which also makes sense because we got Veronica, we got Valentine, which are red and blue units, so we were bound to get a green unit, so it was either going to be Alice or Siren. Who's another green unit that other than Noah? Because we already got a Noah banner, so I think they were the only 3. Well, I literally have the game open. Let's go fact check real quick. Siren, Alice. It's not gonna be Rona, so yeah. Siren or Alice made the most sense. I actually have every green unit in the game. That's crazy. Wait, I have Alice and Siren on the same account? Okay, I had no idea I did. Sorry, I'm not gonna be going over Siren because who cares? The new recruit system and boss. Evil Stella. I'm not gonna be pronouncing this. Demiurge. I don't know. Evil Stella. Evil recruit system added. It's gonna be a completely different recruit system. I'm not sure if it even has pity. I don't think it has pity because they would have mentioned it probably. The evil recruit system, where players can acquire boss characters by spending the new currency. Call of the Ruler is going to be the name of the new currency, will be added. Call of the Ruler can also be purchased with Ether, which is really good, but it's probably going to be more expensive than normal summons. Which is going to be very disappointing because not only is it going to be more expensive, supposedly the normal summons is also not going to have pity. And you're not going to be able to use tickets. Evil Recruit will be added to the recruit page after clearing area 1014 in normal difficulty, which is just normal story. The chances are going to be the same. The 3-star hero chances are actually going to be higher, which is whatever, right? It's fine. It doesn't really make up for it not having pity and also potentially being more expensive. It's just something that I'm assuming, which is going to make the most sense is the special recruitment is going to require more ether, which is it's not going to be the best thing because normal summons already require a lot of ether compared to the daily amount of ether that we get without the events, without the rewards, without the them just randomly giving us 1500 ether when we wake up, right? Without all these rewards, we're barely getting any ether from just normal missions, right? Just logging on daily, doing your dailies, you're barely getting any ether already, so this could potentially be very bad. Potentially. Limited evil recruit missions added. A limited mission will be added where players can obtain Call of the Ruler, the currency used for evil recruit. The missions will be available after clearing normal story and will be available for 30 days starting from the clearing date. Which they did talk about it. They did say that they are going to be giving us 30 free summons for the evil banner, the evil Stella banner. You can immediately complete the clear all missions by spending full 50 ether to clear all 3 missions. Who the fuck would do that? So 150 per mission. They're going to be random missions every single day. And based on the rewards, I'm assuming you need 20 Call of the Ruler to do a single summon. This is just something that I am assuming. Unless they're giving us less than a single. Or it could also be that 5 is the cost of a single, so you're getting it 4 singles every single day. Which would be a little too generous from them, which I highly doubt. So, right, now they're going to be talking about Stella herself. She's going to be light, she's going to be a striker, she's going to be a bruiser. Striker bruiser, just like Rona. She's going to be Rona version 2, but she's going to be light. Okay, let me just make sure that Rona is actually a bruiser because I have no idea. It's just something that I assumed. Is she a bruiser?
When did I fall asleep?
How do I even know? Yeah, she is a bruiser. Cool. Skill 1, attacks all enemies. If it is the cast's turn, obtain 1 desire to dominate. Just like Noah. Noah stacks her buffs. The difference is Noah's buffs are useless because Noah's S3 is not that great. Damage dealt increases proportional to the cast's max health. Just like Noah. You're still gonna want attack on her, but HP is also gonna be good. Deals greater damage to boss monsters. Now, the dealing greater damage to boss, I want to know the multiplier on that because she might potentially be really good for farming because she has an AoE S1. She does more damage to boss monsters. The reason they probably added this is because of the new light and dark gear bosses that they did say that they were going to add eventually. Unfortunately, it's not going to be in this update, but that's my assumption.
Well, the good thing is
Damage plus 10, weakness dodge, just more damage. It's also going to be the burst. Her S1 is going to be the burst, just like Noah.
back on Earth.
Adds barrier proportional to health, gains 1 additional desire to dominate. Again, just getting an extra stack. Increases damage is going to be the burst level 2. Burst level 3 is going to be cost 300. It's going to give you an extra 10, and you're going to be getting 4 additional desire to dominate. You're just going to be getting 5, which is what you need. You need 5 desire to dominate to do something, which I will get to. Her S2 is going to be a passive. A 110 cooldown passive. Cannot be inflicted with stun, frozen, petrified, or priority reduction. And damage taken from single attacks is reduced by 20%. Prepares the revenge effect every cooldown of the cycle. You're going to be getting preparing the revenge effect every single time you cycle this passive. You're also going to be reducing damage from singles by 20%. And when you activate your revenge, it's going to be attacking all enemies and increases the caster's priority by 25%. This skill deals damage proportional to the caster's max health. The way they actually worded the skill, this skill deals damage proportional to the caster's max health. So different to this wording, right? Damage dealt increases proportional to the caster's max health, but this one does damage proportional to the caster's. So this one might just only scale with HP, while this one scales with attack and HP, is what I am assuming. Again, I'm just assuming, because it could very well just be a typo. It's not gonna be the first thing that, the first time that it ever happened, having multiple typos in the patch notes. So I don't know for sure. But passive, really, really good. Damage plus 10, reducing sponge, reduces damage taken by 10%. This one says reduces damage taken by 10%. Now what I'm assuming is it's just going to be stacking on top of the 20%, which is going to be reduces damage taken from single attacks by 30%. Or it could just be reduces damage taken by 10% overall, which would be pretty fucking insane. If she has a 30% damage reduction combined with this against all attacks, that would be fucking insane if she did. But I'm assuming that it's just against single attacks, is what I am assuming. Again, I'm just assuming things. But yeah, it could be either or. Even if it's just against single attacks, she still looks really, really fucking good. Skill 3. As you can see, it has a 0 turn cooldown. But do not be fooled, because it requires 5 desire to dominate to use this skill. So once you get 5, you can use the S3, which attacks all enemies and inflicts petrified for 1 turn. The petrified effect ignores resilience. Now, ignores resilience means that it can still miss, so do not be fooled. You can still miss. You're petrified very much, but you're just not going to be missing the debuff itself, right? So it's guaranteed. Damage dealt increases proportional to the caster's max health and deals greater damage to boss monsters. Same as the S1, just going to be petrifying, and that's really it. Just petrified. Which is good. It's not a bad effect, and you're just gonna be getting more damage from the skill ups. Chain finish effect. After attacking, deals 10% of the target's max health as fixed damage to the target, which is really fucking good, right? 10% fixed max health is insane. Dual attack. After attacking, increases priority by 20%. I think just like Rin, which is good. 5-star Transcendence unlocks level 3 burst. This one is actually unique. It gives you ally barriers at the start of the turn, proportional to the target's max health. So if you have a 6-star Transcendence Stella, she might be insane for PvP, depending on how good the shield is. You're just gonna be getting a start of turn shield, which potentially could make you survive cleave teams, potentially. Now this is where it gets confusing. The new hero, Evil Stella, will not be added to the normal recruit after the drop rate event ends, but will be obtained through the Evil Recruit system. This is straightforward. The heroes listed below will not be added to the Evil Recruit. Will not be added to the Evil Recruit, which is going to be the new 3-star heroes, Ren, Eternal, and new 3-star heroes scheduled to be released up until 8/16, which is going to be the date of the next Evil unit, is what I am assuming. Again, I'm just assuming. Heroes with set and recruit conditions, Stella and Sigma, are also not going to be in the banner completely, which is okay. I don't want Sigma. I don't want another Sigma dude. New evil recruitable heroes details. This is where I got really confused. New evil recruitable heroes. So the evil heroes, right? New 3-star heroes that were excluded from the normal recruit after Evil Stella will be added to the evil recruit. So if they release a 3-star hero that is excluded from the normal recruit, it's going to be added to Evil Stella, right? Not Evil Stella, the evil recruit, like the Demier's recruit. Oh my god, I am dying. I can barely talk.
So what do all my little troopers
Oh my
want
god.
to do today?
Right. They'll be added to the evil recruit.
Where did that come
Evil hero details included 3-star heroes. New 3-star heroes added from 523 to 816. I genuinely cannot understand what they mean by this. So if anyone actually knows what they're talking about, what they're talking about here, that'd be very much appreciated. Stella and Sigma heroes with separate recruit prerequisites will not be added to the evil recruit, regardless of the new evil heroes. We're going to be talking about the packs. They're going to be talking about more packs, new side story, the new hero and Sigma side story, arena adjustments, challenge. They're going to have an arena event. You do more arena attacks, you get some rewards, which is whatever. I don't care about arena. They're adjusting the amount of points you win or lose with each attack. They're adding a new skin, which I am again not going to buy, not because of the skin, not because it's Sirens, because I'm not going to buy skins in a mobile game, respectfully. Not because I don't think it's worth it, it's because I cannot afford to waste my money on it, pretty much. Premium Battle Pass will be changed. I think they're buffing it slightly. Actually, I think the buff is nice. I didn't really go into it. If you buy the Battle Pass, you can go through it. I do not buy the Battle Pass, so I don't really care. They're adding new packs, weekly mission adjustment, daily mission clear points, error fixes, Noah skin. This is not going to be anything huge, I'm assuming, because there's just going to be, they said they're going to be removing her glasses and changing the victory pose, which is whatever. They're changing the story. Reprint the Gangster will end. Nothing worth noting, really. Which is actually, I expected them to release one of the new raids this update, but they're not. So we're just getting the new units. That's really all the content that we're getting, which is fine. It's fine for me, right? I'm not hungry for new content yet, at least. So that's it really for the patch notes. I don't want to make the video any longer. It's 22 minutes already, which is pretty long.
That was weird.
Anyways, see you guys tomorrow, which is going to be when the update drops. I'll probably live stream the summons. Probably, I'm not sure. Probably.